championships won, most Grand Prix wins, most pole positions, and most race exits. 2019 Chinese GP was F1's 1000th official championship race. It will continue with around 20.
So welcome everyone once again to IOR, and we are here for the start of IOR Season 8. It's been a 2-month break since the end of IOR Season 7 on the last race in Abu Dhabi. We come back today here for a brand new season of IOR in the brand new F1 game, and you can see already the graphics look way better than before. The car also feels way better than the game before. In every sense, this game has been a massive improvement compared to F1 22. And well, let's make a review in the drivers. We have a lot of reserves and new faces racing today. But starting with the last season and 4-time IOR champion Slippery Cucumber, or now NSX Cucumber, on the Mercedes with his new teammate Equasar, who makes his comeback as a full-time driver for the season. Then we have the man that finished in second place in the championship, Joseph Vesely. Nick FIFA can't race today, who is his teammate, winner of last race of last season in Abu Dhabi. Canadian Necktie also comes back to a league in the Red Bull as a reserve driver today. Then we have the man that finished in third, and in my opinion the favorite to challenge Cucumber for the title on the season, and the man that scored more points even than Cucumber in the second half of last season, Thales. This time on the McLaren, his teammate Dundee also not racing today, but Cameron Barber making his comeback as a reserve driver in the McLaren as well. Then we have Will and Bialo. Will also making his comeback since IOR Season 6 in F1 22, and Bialo, who had a horrible season last time. Well, he wasn't really that motivated, but now in the new game, with fresh motivation and a way better handling than last time, he's coming back stronger than ever with his teammate Will, like in the old times, to try and challenge the top guys. Then we have the Ferraris with Colt, and sadly Teos can't make it today because of a qualifying of a 2-race ban due to a penalty. And it's JM, who's also a really quick driver from the IOR Friend League, who's taking the Ferrari alongside Colt, who is previously known as Archives, and well, has changed his PSN. In the Aston we have Riggs, also a new driver coming from the IOR Friend League, and driving the Aston as a reserve today. And his teammate Kill Lionel as a full-time driver comes back after missing some races in last season. Wesley on the Alpha Hunter should be a full-time driver. He's a full-time driver but unable to race today. Mooming Ninja is also making his debut in IOR as a reserve in the Alpha team. Black Vala in the Alpine last 2 seasons in the Alpha Tauri. This time alongside Legendary Goat, who unfortunately can't make it to the race today. And I think it's the only driver with no teammate in the Alpine. Well, it doesn't really matter because reserve drivers don't score points for the Constructors' Championship. Then we have It's Me Mookie, previously known as Hadida, comes back from Season 6. Didn't race in the last season, Season 7. He was previously known as Hadida. Staying sub from the Friend League NRL, making his debut also in IOR. His first time racing here in the Haas as a reserve driver. Biohazard moving into the Williams, and Thales already got a 5th-place grid penalty for a collision with Ninja. I don't know what happened there, but that's kind of unfortunate. Just at the start, Cameron Barber to the fastest lap, 31.3. Will is on the medium tires. What happened between Moomin, Ninja, and Thales? Well, Thales has a broken front wing. Ninja is on an outlap right now. I wonder what happened there. Cucumber already on a flying lap, and well, that's gonna be a little disadvantage for Thales, having to drop 5 places out of start due to who knows what happened there. JM 28.9 set the fastest time, 1 second quicker than Kilio and L. I think I already reviewed all the teams in the grid. Well, oh, and Arietta, of course, a very consistent reserve driver on the Williams. Made a lot of races last season, and yeah, he's coming back here on the Williams as a reserve driver as well. I think now I went through all the grid. Yeah, this time I did. And JM fastest 28.9, Staging Sub 29.0, Colt third fastest 29.2. Let's see what the gap is. Cucumber now goes first fastest 28.3. That's 6th quicker than Jay. In first place, quickly Cucumber wants to go straight into another victory for himself in IOR. Hasn't won since Netherlands last season. He didn't win any of the last 3 races, so he wants to come back strong to the start of the season. Of course, he had already secured the championship very early on, and he's looking for a 5th championship. So let's see the gap. 5/10 quicker than JM. Will has done a lap on the mediums, that's why he hasn't done a really quick lap there. But already Cucumber building the gap there against the rivals. Canadian Necktie following him through the end of his lap. How quick can he go around Bahrain? Coming into the main straight and into the line is gonna be a, well, P5, 1.4 behind Cucumber. Let's go once again with the times. 29.8 for Necktie. And Thales is gonna have to come in the pit lane to replace that wing. Ninja and Will doing really similar times on the medium tires, well, 5/10, but yeah. Trying to do a warm-up lap there. We also don't know what the actual strategy will be. I think possibly hard medium is the best, but with this new game, split strategies are a thing. The last game it would be hard medium all the time or medium hard. This time you can actually gamble and try something different. Wesley goes second fastest, 28.8. And that, I think, is every driver with a time set except Mookie and Equasar, who's on an out lap. Equasar teaming alongside Slippery Cucumber, will have to give his best to, of course, win another Constructors' Championship for the fastest vegetable in the world, this time alongside a brand new teammate Equasar, who, once again, as I said, is making his comeback as a full-time driver. We're gonna follow Equasar to his flying lap on the Mercedes. Into main straight to go, starting the lap. Two McLarens coming out at the same time out of the pit lane into turn 1, down into first gear. That's a really low gear to take that corner. Not sure if that might cost him a bit of exit speed. Coming now into turn 4. Stays on 7th gear. Equasar trying to go really low on gears. Quickly up to 3rd, taking a bit of the outside curve. Down into 5th, 4th gear, up into 5th gear, or again, up into 5th gear, 6th gear, down into 2nd gear, and into 1st gear once again. And it's gonna come down into turn 10, one of the, I think, the trickiest corner in the whole track, which now in the new game you can brake much later than on the previous ones. He does brake really late there, down into 2nd gear. Gets a nice exit out of the corner. He's gonna come by the outside to take the curb, into the inside curb. Fast left-hander, now quick right-hander. End of sector 2, it's a 1:7.4. How far will he be from his teammate Slippery Cucumber in first place, following Equasar into the end of his lap. Brakes way earlier than the 50-meter board. Takes the inside curve there. Not taking almost any of the outside curve, and into the finish line. What time will Equasar set? It's gonna be 29.3, 1 second slower than his teammate Cucumber. Well, that's a big gap. We are now gonna follow Palace, who I think is about to start a flying lap now. And with the 5th place grid penalty, very unfortunate one for him. I'm not sure what happened there. But comes now into turn 1 and gets a nice exit on the curve. Not check what gear he did to take that corner on. 7th gear, 8th gear, no, not 8th, yes, 8th gear for Thales, down into 4th gear now. Gets a nice exit out of the corner, taking all of the curve there. Improving 35 thousandths his previous time. And a purple sector 1. I'm not sure in what sector did the crash happen, but he had a no front wing there. He's gonna come into the tricky turn 10. How late is he gonna brake? He's gonna brake very late, but takes a nice exit. Gets nice traction out of the corner. Into the exit of the corner now. Already 8th gear, taking all of the outside curb. None of the inside curve. Going all the way by the outside. This is a quick left-hander, quick right-hander now. Takes all of the inside curve, a lot of curve there. Improving well. Purple sector 2-4 Thales. How fast can he go compared to his championship rival Slippery Cucumber? Comes into the final corner. Taking all of the outside curve. All of the outside curve again. Is he gonna defeat Cucumber's time? Is he gonna be a bit slower? Is P2 one time slower than Cucumber? That is the championship battle we have for this season. Cucumber versus Thales. Thales with the little handicap of the 5-place grid penalty, but I think he's able to make up those places due to how the pace he's showing now. Stylian goes third fastest, actually showing a really good pace as well. 28.5. It's really close, and now Cucumber improves 3 times his previous lap. 3 times quicker than Thales now at 28.1. Following Archives or Colt now into the end of his lap. What time is he gonna set? Both Alpha Tauris together to each other. Will with a 29.4, Bialo with a 29.7. Colt comes into the line and it's gonna be a 28.9. Goes ahead of JM by 50 thousandths of a second. That's really close. It's Will on a lap. Yes, I think. No, I think he's not. Probably not on a lap. Arrieta goes 10th fastest. Bialo has invalidated his lap. Canadian Nectar in the pit lane. Black Bala on a lap at the moment. He's improving 48 thousandths of a second his previous time. Black Ballas made a mistake there in the final corner, needs to rejoin safely and does so. And how many time do we have to the end? 4.5 minutes. Cucumber leads, followed by Thales, followed by Steen, followed by Wesley. And actually I gotta say that the top 3 has built a really big gap compared to the rest. Well, Cucumber himself has a big gap to Thales, 3 temps. Maybe not a that big gap, but it's still kind of big. We'll see if it will get closer, if it will extend even more. So top 5 in the pit lane. JM is on a flying lap though. No, actually he isn't. He's not on a flying lap. Following Kill UNL on the Aston Martin. At the moment 1.4 seconds behind Cucumber, and well, he's not on a flying lap as well. Ninja has done a really similar time to Kill UNL there, and I can say the grid is looking really competitive. I'm not sure what has happened to Joseph Vesely. I definitely expect him to improve. He's currently on 17th position, but for sure he'll have a chance to improve that. Mookie hasn't been able to set a lap yet, and I think this is possibly gonna be his last one, because we just have 3 more minutes to go. Thales is on an outlap. He is going out with 3 minutes to go. Slippery Cucumber still on the pit lane. I think probably no one is on a flying lap at the moment. Nuki is about to start one. No, it's actually coming in the pit lane. It's actually coming in the pit lane, and I think he might not have any time to set a lap, as it's looking now. Wesley also on an out lap. He's doing a really solid job to stay there at the front. Colt is also on an out lap, about to start his flying lap, and JM, I think he did probably 2 warm-up laps, or I'm not sure about it. No, he's still warming up his tires to get the lap. Sorry, Canadian Necktie has improved to 7th place. And we gotta follow Bialo now. Bialo is starting his final flying lap. Will also follow Will later to see how the AlphaTauri team is gonna perform on this race. This one, I think, will be a really interesting team to follow. 1/10 of improvement for Bialo. Stijin is in the pit lane, so no, he's actually in an out lap. I'm sorry, I correct myself. He is coming out on an out lap. Following Bialo through his lap, has a little slide out of the exit of that corner. At the moment, he's 2/10 behind his teammate, and he actually aborts the lap. Equasar has retired from the session. I'm not sure if Bialo will be able to improve or not. Was he on a warm-up lap? I don't think. He was deploying ERS. Thales is on a flying lap. This will be the last one of him. Improving 1/10 in Sector 1. Well, he's going to need a massive improvement here to defeat Slippery Cucumber, who will also coming out for his final run. Cucumber's teammate Equasar will not be able to improve. Necktie is out of the session. Following Thales into the exit of turn 10. We have a comment in the commentary box. We'll quickly go and read that after qualifying. Thales taking a bit of the inside curve, getting a quick exit into the fast right-hander, and how much is he improving? 4/10 in Sector 2. Massive improvement by the man who's looking to take P1 on qualifying. Sadly, not going to be pole position due to the 5th place grid penalty. But at least damage limitation coming into the race. Goes all the way over the outside curve, and into the line he goes. It's gonna be, yes, P1, 27.9 for Thales. What is Cucumber gonna be able to do against that? Following Cucumber into the end of Sector 1, into turn 4 he goes. He needs to improve 1/10 to defeat Thales for pole position. He is actually, he's 43 thousandths lower than his previous lap. Not looking good for Cucumber at the moment. But that's just first sector. There's 2 more sectors to go, which are the ones that usually the big improvement comes. He is gonna brake really late into turn 10, down into 3rd gear. Who is gonna be on pole today? Colt has gone 3rd fastest on the Ferrari, 5/10 lower than Thales though. Following Cucumber now, taking all of the outside curve down into onto 4th gear. Sorry, what I was gonna say. Fast left-hander, fast right-hander. How much is he improving in Sector 2? Improving just 65 thousandths of a second. This is gonna be a really close definition. Can Cucumber take pole position again against Thales? Coming into the line for Cucumber. Is it gonna be P1 or not? Into the final straight comes Cucumber, and it's gonna be, yes, it is, by 13 thousandths of a second. By 13 thousandths of a second, and there you see how close this championship battle is gonna be between these two. 13 thousandths has decided pole position for today's race. The battle is on. Long season, round 1 seems to be fire between these two. Thales with the handicap will have to charge his way through the field in the first couple of laps. That also, we don't know if it's gonna be easy or not. The staging called Wesley, JM in the Will Racing in the top 7. But Cucumber has taken another pole position in IOR. Mega job once again for the fastest vegetable in the world. Stealing another pole position in the line. And this is looking really exciting. So Cucumber starts on pole, Thales in second place. There's no formation lap, by the way. I'm gonna quickly inform people about that. And waiting for the race to start, let's see in the commentary box, what do we have? Well, no, we don't have time. The race is coming to its start, and it's lights out, and away we go. Who's gonna get the better start in the start of IOR Season 8? Cucumber gets away well. Stygian tries to attack all the way by the outside, and he's gonna be a little tapped by the Ferrari of Cold JM, trying to make the move by the outside. There's a spinner off the McLaren, that's Thales off, and Diallo gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Equosar. There's a yellow flag already. Cucumber leads, 4 tenths ahead of Steen. Caught in third, JM in P4, Wesley on P5, and Will on P6 of the race. Made up 1 place there on the start of the race. Equosar on P7. It's been a horrible start by Thales, who's down now into 19th place. Cucumber leads 8 tenths ahead of Stein. Let's get the data enabled and let's see what the tire strategies are. Most people, well, it's actually very split strategies, and that was a really crazy start of the race. Well, Cucumber on mediums, Stein on hards, Cold Jam and Wesley in the wheel racing on mediums, Equosar on hards, Arietta on mediums, Rix on hards, same as Moom Ninja, Lionel mediums, Necktie hards, Vesely mediums, and it's a safety car. It's an early safety car, and this is gonna change everything. Well, a lot of crazy stuff happened there. Equosur says bottle it. Just need a good start. See you up there, Cucumber. Well, that was definitely before race started, and race start has been chaos, and Diallo's gonna drive through penalty for a, well, craziness on the start of the race. Well, a lot of people in the pit lane may taking the opportunity to pit due to the safety car, and well, that was a really crazy start. Even though safety car is unreduced, well, that start of the race was really crazy. And well, with the new game, I've been used for 12 months to hard medium strategy. We have also hard medium here, but it's much more split than it used to be. Due to no formation lap, I didn't have time to analyze absolutely every driver. But first of all, let's see who has made a stop on this race. And it's from JM, Arietta, Necktie, Black Bala, Barber, and Diallo. Everyone else has not made a stop yet. And for the tire strategies, safety car is still gonna stay for 1 more lap. Cucumber, Colt, Wesley, and Whale are on mediums. Lionel and Joseph are on mediums. Mookie is on mediums. Then Stein, Equosar, Rix, Moom Ninja, Bio, Thales, JM, Arietta are on hards. And well, of course, we have one more lap of safety cars. Thankfully, there haven't been any DNF, so this really has just mixed up a bit things, but absolutely every driver is still on the race, which is really nice to see. And I really hope they take it easy on the restart. Thankfully, it's not gonna be any more standing start. Thankfully, it wasn't a red flag, because I really wasn't willing to repeat that again. Well, Cucumber leads the pack now. The stars are gonna degrade earlier than Stein, of course, but gotta remember that, well, Cucumber had much more pace in qualifying. Stein is looking good for a podium here. And Equasar, we'll see what he can do on the hards there on P6. Will is on a really good race for himself in his comeback, and I sadly can't say the same about Bialo, who I don't know why he got a drive-through penalty, but he's last in the race. And if there's no other safety car, I guess he's gonna be scoring really low points today. Sadly, which would mean his bad streak from last season hasn't ended, which would be really disappointing. But race is long, we just have 3 laps by now, and well, many things can happen. We're gonna get a restart anytime now. Cucumber leads, looking to build that second gap against Stein before DRS gets enabled, which, due to the compound of tires and the pace, I think that should be easily done. We'll see if Colt can attack Stein for second of the race in the faster tires at the moment. And let's check the position changes. The top 4 have stayed the same. Will has won a place. Equator has won 5 places. A lot of people also decided to come into the pit lane. And that's also the reason why a lot of them have lost places. And well, safety car is gonna go out on this lap. Safety car in this lap. Cucumber leads, is gonna have to do a really good restart against Stein here for P2 of the race and not lose that lead. Warming up the tires. Of course, Stein needs that more than Cucumber due to being on the hardest compound of tire. Cucumber not even weaving. Everyone weaving except Cucumber, and the Ferrari of Colt as well, keeping really stable there. In the lead, I wonder when will Cucumber decide to go. He's definitely not gonna do it in the final corner, or is he? He does go in the final corner, and he has built a 9/10 gap, massive restart there by Cucumber. Colt is already gonna be on the attack of Stein. Stein fell sleeping in that restart. Colt is gonna try and send it around the inside there, but has to back off very early out of the move. Will has also kept his place. Equasar, Moon Ninja fighting against Lionel here in the battle for P9 of the race. Thales already made up the place against Nuki, I think. And Lionel battling against Joseph. 4 cars going almost all together there into the corner. That's a tap there by... a little tap by Joseph, I think, to kill Lionel. Thales got a 5-second penalty. Bialo is out of the race, retired in the pit lane. Cucumber leads 1.2 ahead of Stein. Then comes Colt, then comes Wesley, then comes Will. Will doing a really solid race and is looking good to try and attack Wesley at any moment now. He looks to be gonna be staying on the DRS. Equator is also looking really good at the moment. What else is going on here behind? Thales ahead of Bio but with the 5-second penalty due to ignoring yellow flags. Doesn't matter if the penalty was right or wrong given, he still will have to stop and will serve it there. So it's another handicap for Thales, who hasn't had the best luck today at the moment. But as I said, the race is just started, and Bialo has DNF. Bialo has DNF, as I said already, and unfortunately his bad streak hasn't ended from what last season was. Following Colt now, who will be looking strong to get that move done against Stein. He has way more pace in those mediums. Thales getting ahead of Joseph there, I can see. Colt not even trying to attack. Stein has had to use a bit more of his ERS. Cucumber easily leading this race, not even trying to deploy ERS. Let's try and look for some battle. Ninja attacking Lionel. Thales gonna try and attack these two, already up into P10 of the race. And Thales actually getting attacked by Joseph. Joseph is gonna try and send it down the inside here. No, he isn't. We gotta follow also the battle between Colt and Stein. Because Stein, till his stars start working better, he's gonna be put under a lot of pressure by Colt here. At least when the DRS gets enabled. We have a 5-car train here after Cucumber. Necktie having a little battle between JM in 14th place of the race. Cucumber leads 2 seconds ahead of Stein. Then comes Colt on P3 of the race. Riggs, who has lost the DRS train with Equisart. Moon Ninja doing a really good job on the debut race. Well, followed by Thales, the man which he had the quali incident. I wonder how this race will play strategically between Stein and Cucumber, because Cucumber is not making a big gap against him. Will Cucumber maybe think about the medium soft? Could that be a possibility? We'll find out for sure. Colt now with the DRS. We'll see how aggressive he will get against Stein for P2 of the race. Haas against Ferrari, then comes Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri. Will starting to lose a bit the train with Wesley, but still able to get in the DRS. We'll have to see in the next lap if Colt will attack Stein for second of the race. By now he hasn't do it. He didn't get DRS, of course, in the main straight because it's just got enabled now. We gotta see how this will turn into the coming laps of this race. There's a yellow flag. That's the Ferrari of JM, and that's another safety car. I'm pretty sure the safety car is set in reduced. Let's see. Rules and flags. Safety car reduced. Yeah, safety car is on reduced. So I don't know why is it coming too often. But this is gonna mix things once again. And Jay, I think, was the one that caused it, and he's still on the race, which is really nice to see, but he has no wing. I'm not really sure what happened there. There's another safety car that will mix things up for the second time. We'll see if someone like Cucumber maybe will stop to place hards to try and go to the end of the race or not. Stein, he might be a bit complicated by this, but he will be taking the lead of the race, of course, if Cucumber pits. Is he pitting? No, Cucumber is staying out. Stein definitely has to stay out. Who's taking the pit lane? Equisar? No, it wasn't Equisar. I think he tried a dummy there. There's an Aston though who's pitting. That's killed UNL. Thales is staying out as well. Noom Ninja and Hearts. Everyone on the Hearts has mostly obligatory have to stay out. Just Kill UNL took the opportunity to pit with this safety car. He's gonna try and go to the end of the race. As I said before, this with the new tire model, or however you want to call it in this game, strategy is a thing. So we're gonna see a lot of split strategies today. We don't know what the winning one will be, but in any case, Cucumber is leading with 6-lap-old mediums against Stein, who's right at the back of him again on 6-lap-old hards. Colt is on, and Wesley and Will are on 6-lap-old mediums. Then come Equisar, Riggs, Thales, and Ninja on hards. And the nice thing to see is that we don't have more than one DNF on this race, which, even though with 2 safety cars, still 18 people are racing today. And well, the race is gonna be really long by now, and many things can happen. I don't know who's gonna win this one, but it's got really crazy by now for what we can see. Cucumber seemed to have it under control till this safety car came out. We don't know if there will be more to come later. We still have one more lap of safety car after this one, and we'll see what might happen in the coming time. Well, waiting for the safety car to go out, we still have, as I said before, one more lap, and many things can really happen here. Don't know how this is gonna end up. We are not even half the race, and if we remember in IOR history, Bahrain has given us a lot of the craziest races in the story of the league. Charlie Reinberg, who I think is our good friend Rhino from the Friend League PSF1, says, yo, good luck with the season all. And well, appreciate it a lot, mate. It's been great to have your help in all this last time running the league. You've given me a lot of help with the numbers, organizing the league, and all that important stuff. So I'm really thankful to you, my friend, and I'll be commentating on the PSF1 Australian Division tomorrow, Sunday, so if you want to watch my stream, of course, I'll be there commentating for round 1 of the PSF1 Australian season. And Chekos now, it's good to see you, mates, for a long time ago. Says, a huge good luck to everyone and have a fantastic season. Big thanks to you, mate. Hopefully we will meet again in racing someday. It will be really nice, but by now it's really nice to have you in the commentary box and showing your support to the league. So, well, we gotta restart this race now on lap 8. We're gonna start, of course, in lap 9. It's lap 8, the last lap of safety car. Cucumber leads the pack, followed by Stein, followed by Colt, followed by Wesley, followed by Will, followed by Equasar. Will Stein fell asleep once again in the restart? Hopefully not. When will Cucumber go? He goes again, and Stein, well, he fell asleep again, and I think the gap might be a bit bigger. No, it's actually a bit shorter, but it's quickly increasing again. Colt is now looking on a really good straight line speed there on the inside. He's gonna try the same thing he tried before they made contact mid-straight. That was, I think, really aggressive by both of them, especially by Stein, I think, trying to squeeze Colt a bit there, but Colt makes the move. Hopefully no damage to any of these two. Of the rest, everyone stayed the same except Talus, has made a move on Riggs behind. Ninja defending, no, trying to attack Riggs actually. Joseph Vesely attacking Arieta. Not many things have changed at the back. And well, this is gonna be crucial for Equasar now. He has Talus right at the back of him. It's team game now. He knows he's the man that will be challenging Cucumber for the championship, and now it's time to work as a team. Equasar will need to try and hold Talus as much as he can, because if not, this man is coming really strong to charge through the field. He fell to last place in lap 1. It's already up to P7 and getting closer to attack Cucumber or any of the guys ahead. Well, he was 13,000 slower than Cucumber in quali. Got demoted to P7 if I'm not wrong due to a penalty, but now he's back there and attacking. Meanwhile, Cucumber already built a gap against Colt. Stein losing the DRS gap against Colt and is going to be attacked by Wesley soon. We gotta check into this battle. As I said, it's going to be really interesting. Equasar defending for Cucumber. You already saw Talus being defended by Dino seasons ago. Old school guys will know what I'm talking about in Jeddah. Might Equasar do a Checo against Talus this time? Necktie getting ahead of his teammate Joseph Vesely up into P11 of the race. Ninja being attacked by Arieta. Now into turn 1 goes. Arieta makes the move and takes P9 of the race. As always, Arieta always giving really solid results in this league every time he races. And Colt closing the gap to Cucumber. My Cucumber being in danger about an attack by Colt in here. Well, though I have to say Colt has used a lot of DRS. Well, he also... Oh, Cucumber's made a mistake. Cucumber's made a mistake there. Cucumber's made a mistake, and that's gonna put him in vulnerable position against Colt in the battle for the lead of the race. Thankfully, it didn't cost him much, but that will allow Colt to be in the DRS in the coming laps. Well, little slide there by the champion. Equasar is now looking to a move against Will. Will has lost the pace against the drivers ahead of him. Have a 3-car train between Will, Equasar and Talus. For Equasar and Talus will soon have better tires than Will. Mediums will start degrading in any time soon. Well, we'll follow this pack, and I think DRS will be enabled in the next lap. Equosar gonna have to do a defensive job against Talus in here, but at the same time he needs to attack Will, because Will is going really slow compared to these two at the moment. He can't lose any more time. Both are gonna get Will on the main straight for sure. Nothing Will can really do. Can Talus do 2-on-1 in here? Equosar goes defensive. Talus is gonna try. This is gonna be a crucial move by Talus in here. Can he get it done? I think DRS is not enabled yet. Equosar defends well. Will, no, actually DRS is enabled. Due to the Equosar defense there, I think Talus will struggle a bit to get the move done. We'll have to wait one more lap. This is gonna cost him time. Equosar doing a really good team job here. JM also fighting his way through the field, already up into P14. Showed really good pace in qualifying. We'll see what he can do in the race now. And it's Talus against Equosar now. Equosar doing the team job here. And at the moment he's done it brilliantly to defend Talus. And Colt on DRS from Slippery Cucumber. We'll see for how long can he keep. We have to remember that DRS is really powerful on this game. Can Colt even think about an attack against Cucumber? There's a yellow flag, that's a has. I think that's Mookie. Yeah, that's Mookie. I think he might have made a similar mistake to Cucumber. It wasn't the same part of the track. Seems to be a bit slippery there. And to be honest, I think Equosar can do really anything against Talus in the next DRS, but he's done a really good job holding him up for at least this lap. As I said, DRS is powerful and probably... yeah, Talus Smart is not going to fall for that. Equosar trying to get DRS there, I think, for the main straight. But yeah, it's going to be Talus who's going to get past easily into the main straight. Not much Equosar can really do about it. Simply nice exit, and DRS is really powerful in here. But can Equosar try a fight back here? He's way too far behind. No even need to look at it. Actually, Talus has gone deep there. Talus has gone deep. Equosar is close, and as I said, powerful DRS. Can he recover the place? No, he can't. I think he's too far behind. And Talus will hold up into that P5 of the race. But he has a little slide there out of the corner. And Equosar is still trying to intimidate him a bit there. Trying to do at least a bit. And in the battle here, Stein against Wesley. Stein also on the hard strategy, we have to remember that. How is the thing going in here? JM already up into P11 of the race. Ninja right at the back of Jay on the older hard tires. Joseph at the back of him. Cameron Barber on fresher hard tires. Race going really clean at the moment, and Colt doing his best to stick to Cucumber, and he's done it really well at the moment. Wonder when the hards will start getting better than the mediums. I think Stein could be looking good to win this race, even against Cucumber here. He's not losing that much time. But how much DRS is he deploying? Well, he's been deploying a lot though. Wesley has not been deploying much, and he's trying to stick to the back of Stein there. Talus losing time due to not having DRS, but he's also not closing enough as he should to the two in front of him. Colt holding to the back of Slippery Cucumber. Moon Ninja fighting against Joseph Wesley. Joseph is now down into P13. This hasn't been the best race for Joseph, I gotta say. The man that finished in P2 in the standings last season. This time he's struggling a lot to get a good result in Bahrain. Well, last season in Bahrain it also wasn't a really good race for him. He also struggled a lot, but in this case, well, I think he simply doesn't seem to have the pace at the moment. And that's Stein going defensive down the inside, trying to weave a bit because he knows he is on danger of getting overtaken here by Wesley. Will Wesley try and attack Stein? Will he just try to stick to the back of him? No, he is going to try and go for this move now. Enabling DRS, and Stein is flashing, but he has really good straight line speed. Will he try and send it down the inside in here? Does a really late move in there and has to abort the move, the attack. And yeah, Wesley will have to think about it for next lap, because now he was simply too far behind coming into the main straight, and Stein seems to have a really good straight line speed on that setup. Meanwhile, Thales and Equasar are closing the gap to these two. It's now a bit more of a calm part of the race now. Not much attacking apart from what we saw from Wesley against Stein, which of course will resuming next lap. Areta's got a 3-second penalty, JM has got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. These two having a battle in here. JM goes down the inside, gets the move done, and up to P8 of the race goes Jay. Next step is going to try and go for Will. Wesley really close to the back of Stein. Is he trying to go for the move this time or not? How much straight line speed does Stein actually have? He gets a really nice exit. Actually, Wesley's in the pit lane. Wesley's in the pit lane. Of course, he's on the mediums and he's gonna go. Of course, he has to go for hards. He's gonna try the undercut against Stein. Had way better ERS, and Thales now 1.6 behind Stein. We'll see battle between the hard runners. How will this end up? Equator's last time against Thales in here, but Equator is also looking good for a really solid result for the team here, for Mercedes. Meanwhile, Colt has used Cucumber all this time to pull himself with him into the DRS, and we'll see how the pace will be between all these guys from now on. And the question is, when will Colt and Cucumber pit? They might get undercutted by Wesley as well. Wesley has fallen down into P16, but has a 5-second gap of clean air ahead of him. Maybe Cucumber wanna think about pushing now. Colt has lost the DRS against Cucumber now, and we'll try and get it back now. He doesn't have too much ERS to deploy. Cucumber building his gap during the lead of the race. Now Colt using the DRS, trying to stick, but he's for the first time not gonna be on DRS. Cucumber is also trying to deploy a bit there. Thales closing the gap to Stein. There's a yellow flag. That's the McLaren of Cameron Barber spinning in the end of sector 2. And well, he's recovered the car, so that's not gonna be a safety car. Thales closing the gap to Stein, 1.1 already. He's gonna go for the move really soon. And then he will have to build 5 seconds due to the 5-second penalty he has. Did he get the DRS? I think he didn't. But at the moment, Thales' pace looking much better than Stein. He has managed to close that, of course, big gap he had with him. And we'll see what will happen. I think Thales definitely can recover his second place against Stein and Colt. Then defeating Cucumber is going to be another story. But if Thales can finish this race in second, it will be good for him for the championship. And already built 3 seconds to Equastar. That's a massive gap in just a couple of laps. Thales now gets the DRS with Stein. Both of them with no ERS. Now the question is, how hard will it be for Thales to get past Stein? And will Stein start closing the gap to Colt, I have to ask. Will Thales try a medium hard soft maybe? Will Cucumber try a medium soft? Well, all of those questions will be answered really soon. We'll see how this will play. Well, I think Thales is definitely going to go for an attack against Stein. And both leaders pitting. Stein also pits. The top three into the pit lane, and Thales stays out to take the lead of the race. Mercedes are gonna double stack. No, Equasar stays out. Equasar stayed out, sorry. The question is, where will they fall? They are gonna fall behind Joseph and behind Moon. I think, yeah, there goes Moon getting the move done against Cucumber. That's gonna cost them a bit of time. And well, Cucumber coming out with a bit of traffic there. Has he got DRS? I think he does. He's trying to not lose any time there. Gets the move done. Moon is trying to attack it back. He's fighting it back. He's fighting it back by the inside, but he backs off quickly. He backs off the move really quick. This is also costing Cold time. And yeah, I think it might have been a bad call by these two, pitting that early. Stein is actually gaining some time. Wesley's also stuck behind this train. This is also helping Talus, of course, who decided to stay out. Now will have no traffic. And Cucumber now quickly clears the traffic and has free air now to push. Colt will try and get those moves done quickly as well. Stein on the mediums closing against Wesley, who's also being backed up by this pack. And Talus now pits. Talus has pitted now. He will be possibly... No, he'll be far behind from the rest of the guys. I thought he would try to extend a bit more. Wonder if he will be ahead or behind Equasar. Might be crucial if he's going to be behind Equasar. I think he should have tried to extend one more lap maybe. And QLNL 5-second force speeding in the pit lane. And Talus coming out behind Equasar. Is he gonna be ahead or behind Moon Ninja? He's gonna be ahead of Will. He's gonna be ahead of Will. Well, around 10 laps to go on this race. Talus right at the back of Equasar. He can definitely get the place back on DRS next lap. Will on fresh hard, sorry. And Colt here in some way working for Cucumber. No, sorry, Joseph in some way working for Cucumber, backing up the rivals here. Colt and Wesley are stuck behind this Joseph train. Joseph hasn't stopped yet. And yeah, it's costing a lot of time. And I have a sound glitch, I don't know why. And well, following the battle between Equasar and Talus on the slipstream, of course, once again, Equasar will try Talus to get him there, but Talus won't fall for it. Gives him a little tap there, hopefully no wing damage to that. And that is gonna get Will a really good momentum against Talus there. He messed it a little bit there, and Talus now, Colt is out of the race, Colt is out of the race. Did he retire on track? Well, that would be investigated if it's the case, because it can bring out a safety car if he actually did. And I didn't realize Talus was already ahead of Equasar. I think Colt did retire on track, which would be a matter of a penalty. Ten laps to go, anything can happen here. Talus quickly building the gap against Equasar like he did before. Equasar closing a bit on the DRS, but Talus has shown to have the better race pace. And 8 tenths already ahead of Equasar there. Will might have a look at Equasar maybe at the end of the race if of course the hards start working better than the mediums. We'll see how it will end between Cucumber and Stein as well. Cucumber sets the fastest lap of the race. Meanwhile, both JM and Arrieta staying out on the lead of the race. Arrieta might try to take this to the end. I'm not too sure about it. Talus sets the fastest lap of the race now. Stein and Wesley once again in the same situation, but this time Stein has the quickest tires, but for some reason hasn't been able to pull away from Wesley. Wesley sticking into the DRS. Wesley also, I think he doesn't have an IOR podium. This could be the perfect chance for Wesley to pick an first podium in IOR. Of course, if Thales doesn't catch, which at the moment seems really likely to happen, as how the pace is looking right now. And here comes Slippery Cucumber right at the back of Arrieta, 8 tenths behind. And we'll see how this will end. Wesley, did he get the arrest? Yes, he did get the arrest. He's not using too much though. He's trying to stay as close as possible to Stein, who is looking really good for a P2 finish on this race. But Wesley will not give up on this one. Wesley still has the ERS to try and close. Here comes Cucumber against Arrieta. Arrieta goes wide there, and yeah, Cucumber will easily get the move done against Arrieta here in the main straight. Wesley did not get the DRS this time. Around 8 laps to go, I think 9 laps to go. JM leads, followed by Cucumber, but that lead won't last for long because Cucumber is coming like a rocket ship behind to take that lead of the race back. Thales is also flying at the moment. He's flying and closing the gap massively against Wesley and Stein. And we're gonna go with Cucumber, who is gonna about to make the move for the lead of the race, coming into the final sector, and definitely in next lap with DRS enabled, he will be taking the lead against JM. And I wonder when will JM pit, because I don't think he's gonna try and carry those degraded mediums to the end of the race. Possibly the tires will last, but yeah, he won't have the pace at all. He's gonna drop massively. And well, Cucumber gets the move done. I thought he would get it in the main straight, but actually doesn't. JM will try and stick to the DRS. Can he try and retake the lead of the race here? Yellow flag, Hazard is out of the race. Is that a safety car? That's a safety car. Well, and this changed absolutely everything. Everything has changed now with this new safety car that has come out. We're gonna have a total new race for this final laps. Anything can happen now. And to be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better season opener than this one. Really, really beautiful race, what we have till now. It's been a really good show by all these guys. And it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We're gonna have safety car. Everything is gonna be packed once again. And we will see what will happen into the final laps of this race. Acid Master says, wow, well, I think he's really surprised for what he's seen, maybe, or, well, it's been a really good show, great show today from all these guys, and, well, there's still much more to come. And let's see, who is gonna pit? Cucumber stays out. Cucumber is staying out. He didn't realize he had the gap to pit, actually. JM in the pit lane, Rit in the pit lane, Stein in the pit lane, no, Thales in the pit lane. I think some of these guys have really messed it up badly. There was a big gap there to pit. Thales is gonna go on softs for sure. And what I can say is possibly Cucumber is not gonna win this race. I think the strategy has been messed up badly there. And I think JM, Arrieta, Thales could win this race now on fresh soft tires. Well, JM and Arrieta have penalties. Thales is looking really, really good to win this race at the moment. Cucumber messed it up really badly there by staying out on those hards. Even he could be under pressure by Stein as well. He's gonna need to do absolutely everything he can. Wheel on softs, Echosaur on softs as well. He's falling behind Wheel. Necktie on softs as well. Rick's most of the grid on fresh softs. Lionel just pitted for fresh softs as well. Mookie has stayed out on hard, but he is coming in now. No, he's staying out. I think he'll wait for the final lap of safety car possibly to pit. Well, what a turnaround on this race. Now, anything can really happen. I really see Cucumber with really low chances of winning this race. So how it's the massive strategy mistake is done. And, well, Theo says, I want to play, mate, I want to play. And, yeah, unfortunately of what happened, well, we know the situation going on with Theos, but you'll come back stronger, bro. Don't worry, these things happen. But you'll be back way stronger than what you were, and you'll definitely be fighting for wins. Like you won in Portimao last season. I'm sure you will win much more races and be fighting there on top when you come back. As his master says, 5-lap finish, and yeah, it's gonna be a 5-lap finish. Crazy sprint to a line, which the top 3 are gonna suffer a lot. And for some reason, Thales is ahead of Arrieta. Arrieta was ahead, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not sure what happened there, but for some reason, Arrieta is behind Thales. Theo says Thales will destroy, so they're supporting the other Brazilian driver to win this race. And yeah, but what I was saying is, I'm not sure what happened between Arrieta and Thales there in the safety car, because if I'm not wrong, Arrieta was ahead of Thales after coming out of the pit lane. But well, these things have happened before in the safety car, this weird stuff that maybe we'll never know, or maybe we'll know if there's a report about it after the race, which, to be honest, I really don't think it will happen. Safety car for sure will come out this lap, or maybe not, because we are still waiting on around 6 cars to pick the pack. So I think maybe we will have one more lap of safety car. And really anything can happen, absolutely anything can happen. Yeo says if Thales finish P2 or P3 he's stupid, and then he says I'm joking, man. Well, playing some little jokes there in the chat while waiting for this to get restarted. But yeah, from what we've seen, actually Thales at the moment is looking for the favorite to win this race, because he's on softs. He has showed to have similar pace to Cucumber due to what we saw in qualifying. And well, even though if JM could keep him behind, he has a penalty. So yeah, Thales is, I think, looking in the best position to win this race. And well, he has absolutely everything to do it. We'll see what can Cucumber do to defend, or how high can Cucumber finish in this race. And as I said, we will have one more lap because we still are missing on 3 cars to pick the train. Oh, what's happened to JM? What has happened to JM? I really missed that, but for some reason JM has fallen down to P9. Did he spin it on his own? Well, that makes things even easier for Thales. Let's make it even easier for Thales. Now imagine, not sure if you're listening to me, Will, in the chat, imagine you win this race. Imagine you win this race. You always win crazy races, so why not? You're in a really good position, and as I said, anything can happen. Will is the man of the crazy races. We all remember Spain. Imagine now Will comes and wins this one. But at least if he doesn't win, I think he's looking really good for a P2. I think Will is looking really good for a P2, if not behind Thales, because I think the guys in mediums and hards will struggle for sure. So Theo says Thales will win. That's it. The winner is Thales. Well, we'll find out in short time. Theo says the winner is Mazepin. And safety car is gonna go out on this lap. We'll see what can Cucumber do on the restart. We'll have to pay attention on Thales, on Arrieta, on Will, and all these guys. On the soft tires, Equasar is also there. When will Cucumber restart? Will Stein fell asleep for a third consecutive time? Coming into the final corner, Cucumber goes this time. Stein has not fell asleep. And we get going in Bahrain for the final 4 laps of the race, if I'm not wrong. Cucumber leads, followed by Stein, followed by Wesley, followed by Thales, who is already right at the back of Wesley. He's definitely going to try and send that move down the inside in here. He sends it. He had to do it there. Gets the move done against Wesley on the soft tires. Arrieta will do the same around the outside. Not anything really to do against the soft runners in here. There goes Arrieta, breaks the latest, gets the move done. Will is gonna follow. Will also has to take care about Equasar, who's gonna be attacking there. And here comes Thales, who's gonna be looking to make the move on Stein. Is he gonna try and send it in here? No, he was too far behind to try a move there. Will gets the move done on Wesley, but there goes Necktie, and Will has fallen down to P9. Will has fallen down to P9. Some carnage going on in here. Here comes Thales, getting the move done on Stein, gets the move done. And we have the 2 championship contenders in the top 2. Cucumber versus Thales. As I said, the championship we have this season is between these 2. And Thales is now, with 3 laps to go, looking the favorite to win this race. Arrieta getting the move done on Stein by the inside. Total craziness. Can Necktie get the podium? Can Necktie get a podium here? That would be crazy. Slippery Cucumber leads. Thales comes in second on the slipstream. On the McLaren. This remembers me a lot to Abu Dhabi 2021, I'm not gonna lie. And, well, it's the first race of the season, opposite to what it was in that case in real life. But, well, it's between the 2 championship contenders, Thales and Cucumber. Cucumber has had to deploy some of his CRS. Thales follows, 3 laps to go. Stein trying to fight back against Arrieta. As I said before, he seems to have really good straight line. Canadian Necktie holding his place against Equasar. And here we go, the battle for the lead of the race. Thales versus Cucumber. Thales thinks about it by the outside. Cucumber is gonna try and cover here. Coming into turn 10. Is Thales sending it here like Alonso did? No, he's waiting. He's gonna try it here on the straight. Here comes Thales. He's going by the inside. Cucumber defends. Thales goes by the outside. Cucumber calls into his place. Thales now on the inside line. Who's gonna be ahead after this lap ends? Thales by the inside, Cucumber by the outside. A switch back in here like he did on Bialo in Season 4. No, switch back down the inside. Cucumber does a really good job to defend there. Thales around the outside. Massive fight. Cucumber has done everything to keep it there into his place. There goes Thales into the final corner. And into the main straight they go. DRS will be enabled now. I think now there's little Cucumber can really do. There goes the move for the lead of the race. Thales takes the lead in lap with 2 laps to go. Now goes defensive. Cucumber is not giving this one up. Down by the outside. Thales holds into the lead of the race. Thales holds into the lead of the race, but now Cucumber is getting the DRS. Cucumber is getting the DRS. Cucumber is gonna get the DRS. Thales with less ERS than him. Thales will stay ahead or not. Cucumber right at the back of him on hards, and I think there's little he can really do now because it's the more technical part of the track where Thales, I think soft will work much better than the hards. Cucumber now will have to push absolutely everything here, absolutely everything. But what a defense by Cucumber, I gotta say, a champion defense. Did absolutely everything he could on those old hards to keep Thales, and this might not even be over because he's doing everything to stick to the back of Thales. Not really sure how much the soft lasts in here. He's gonna blast that ERS now. We gotta see how it goes into the main straight. He's doing everything to hold to the back of Thales. This is gonna be a final lap definition. Thales has a little slide. Thales has a little slide there. Anything can happen. Absolutely anything can happen now. 3 tenths the gap. Cucumber goes wide. Cucumber has gone wide. Final lap of the race. This will be decided here. Is it Cucumber? Is it Thales? Who's gonna win this race? Thales has the tire advantage. Cucumber has the ERS advantage. But Thales is now burning it absolutely everything in the main straight. But here comes Cucumber. Thales is splashing. Thales is splashing. Will Cucumber have a dive down the inside? No, he has to back it up. He has to back it up, and Equasar has got the move done on Canadian Necktie. Necktie tries to send it in. He spins him. Necktie spins Equasar there. Well, that was a bad move there by Necktie. And JM has got ahead of Necktie as well. Equasar. Well, actually, that might cost Equasar podium here. Thales leads, followed by Cucumber, and you can see what we will have the whole season. This is gonna be the fight between these two aliens, really. Thales, Cucumber, the two top drivers of the league, gonna battle it through the whole season. This day, Thales seems like it's gonna come ahead. He has everything to get it in the back end done now. Arrieta is gonna take, looks like a podium, but Equasar is actually can still fight for it if he keeps the 3-second gap. Thales coming into the final sector to what will be his final time passing through here. And well, Canadian Necktie gave back the place to Equasar there. And into the final corner, into the final lap. What a race we've had, what a season opener. Definitely gotta be one of the best in IOR story. And this man who looks to challenge the 4-time champion, the IOR Season 4 champion, looking for another championship. Thales wins the Bahrain GP, Cucumber in second. Equasar completes the podium in the end. Arrieta in 4th, Necktie in P5, Will in 6th, Stein in 7, Jay in 8, Rix on P9, Wesley on P10, Black Ball 11, Barber on P12, Mookie on 13, Ninja on 14, Besley, unfortunate race for him really, on P15, and Kill Lionel is going to finish on 16th place this race. But what about battle between the two championship contenders we've had today? Thales has come in front of Cucumber today, but I gotta give credit to Cucumber. He messed it up in the strategy, yes, but he still managed to do damage limitation on those old hards and finish in second behind his championship rival. What a battle we will have on the whole season. Thales, for the first time ever, won a season opener. Cucumber now has a serious challenge there in his way to get that 5th title. And driver of the day, none other than Thales. None other than Thales. Penalized unfairly in qualifying. Dropped to last place in lap 1. Fought his way back to P1. You know, excellent race defeating Cucumber after the last safety car. And Thales also taken fastest lap of the race. That's a perfect start of the season for the McLaren driver. Yeah, definitely driver of the day. And yeah, once again, what a season we will have. Constructors dominated by Mercedes at the moment. We'll see when Dundee comes back to help Thales in this charge for the championship. In a race with just 3 DNFs, I gotta say it's a great result. Definitely, as I said before, this is gonna go to one of the best season openers we've ever had in this league. And I'm now gonna open the party for the interviews, of course. Hi mate. All good in here. Really excited by the race. Yeah, I think that first lap was really crazy. Of course, I didn't saw everything that happened, but so before starting the interviews, we will go with the national anthem as usual. So for the race winner Thales, we will go with the Brazilian national anthem for winner of round 1 in Bahrain. And well, the Brazilian anthem for winner Thales, and of course the British anthem for McLaren team, the winner constructor today. And now we can head on with the post-race interviews. So, first of all, let's go with the race winner Thales. So, well, what can I say, mate? A mega drive. You got unlucky with that 5th place grid penalty. Then down to P7, 13 thousandths lower than Cucumber in quali though, charging all the way, all the race through the field till that last safety car came out. You were the smartest, pitted for softs, and went and won the race. But what can you say about this whole race itself?
Hi David, thanks. Yeah, it was crazy. The whole start of the quali was crazy because like I forgot the Alfa Romeo didn't get out of the way, and I was hoping he was going to get out, but after that, yeah, I got a nice lap in quali, close to Cucumber, which is very encouraging because he's very fast in quali. And in the race, yeah, starting P7 because of the incident. And yeah, I got touched by Arieta, I think, at the start, and he spun me around. So I was last and had to charge through the field, and at the last safety car, I was hoping everyone's in front of me was going to stop and pit for starts, but Sleeper didn't, and I know I had the chance to win the race when I saw he was on hards, so I just went for it. And GG to Arieta for letting me buy on safety car.
Oh, that's nice. Well, that explains what happened there. I didn't understand when watching the stream, but well, I think this is we can say it's the perfect start of the season. You see, you were taken down many times, but you came back, which all of them, which demonstrates how solid you are this season. They can try and get rid of you a lot of times, but you'll get up and go and win the race like today. So, how are you looking forward to this championship? I mean, last part of the season, you scored more points than any other driver in the grid, and well, now you start winning this first round of the season, but you know it's never easy to race against Cucumber, a 4-time champion who is now looking for the 5th one, and 15 rounds coming ahead. So how are you expecting to perform in the rest of it? How do you think you'll do through this the rest of this championship fight?
My season always had a rough start at Bahrain, like something happened, and this year happened again, but I could turn it around. So I'm hoping that I can maintain consistency, because racing against Cucumber is, you have to be like perfect to beat him. So yeah, I have to be perfect.
Well, I'm gonna say we have a lot of people today in the interview, so I'm gonna move now with Cucumber. Of course, you'll be able to talk again, Thales, so don't worry. Just gonna want to give everyone an opportunity to talk. So moving on to the man in 2nd place, Cucumber. What can I say? You got pole position by a minimal gap to Thales. Of course, you two were far ahead of the rest of the grid. I think through all the race, you had it really under control, even with all the safety cars. But with the last one, what's the reason you decided to stay out on hards? Did you maybe expect that everyone else would do the same? I saw you typed in the chat, I did a Ferrari strategy. Not sure if it's a Ferrari or a Mercedes Abu Dhabi 2021 strategy really, but anyway, it wasn't the good strategy to follow. But in any way, you managed to save a 2nd place finish, even on the tire disadvantage. So, what can you say about the race itself?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad race. I mean, I didn't feel the most comfortable with the car. It was sliding around a bit, and I just wasn't really in the groove. But again, throughout the whole race, I mean, I managed to, just hold it down, stay in first. The safety cars were a bit annoying, and then when the last one came out, I don't know, every time there's a safety car with 4 laps, I'm always like on the edge of, do I stay out, do I pit? I don't know. It's always just a brain twister for me, but I don't know, I was hoping more people stayed out just for the track position, and I honestly thought the softs would like die really quick, and then so I was like, I don't know, stay in the hards, it's a better tire. In the long run, obviously it's going to be a lot slower off the start, but was hoping Tails, and then I think Tails moved up like 2 positions during the whole safety car. And I was like, oh damn, like now this is going to be really tough. So yeah, honestly looking back, it was super just, yeah, not smart of me to not pit. I really should have pitted for the softs just to really secure it. It's just putting so much more risks that I don't need to do, and it caused me 2nd place. But honestly, it's first race of the season, so it's not too awful. We just learn from it and move on.
Well, something I do have to say is, like I already said before, I do have to give you credit to fight against Talus in those last laps. I thought he would just go flying past, but you actually managed to get the DRS in the final lap, which for me was really surprising. Then it was logic the tire difference would make, of course, the difference. And but well, I have to say you gave a really good battle to the line and saved that P2. So good job to you there.
Thank you, thank you.
Now I'm gonna move with Equasar, the man in 3rd place and getting a podium in the first race of the season now, teaming up with Cucumber on Mercedes. And maybe you lost the race as a team, but you won it in the Constructors' Championship. You are now leading the championship. So what can I say about your race, Equasar? Really good job in the first part, sticking up with the guys and also making a bit of a teamwork for Cucumber, trying to hold Talus in after the first safety car, then after he had to serve his 5-second penalty. And in the end, it paid off. I mean, you got a podium. It's a double podium for the team. So what can you say about the whole race itself?
Hey, yeah, GG everyone. Yeah, that was a fun race. Not expecting a podium on my return back to IOR, but it's nice to get that. Yeah, it was a very tough race. My quali was a shambles. I should have been definitely a lot quicker. So I really needed a good start in the beginning of the race, which luckily I did because there was a lot of carnage going on, and I was actually very lucky to avoid it all. And then the next goal was really just to stay with these guys as much as I could. I had to use up a lot of ERS to maintain some sort of like gap between them, but yeah, and there was one point as well where I think I was just like a little bit just inside the top 10. It was probably like halfway through the race, and I thought that this was just the way it's going to end. Like it was getting a bit mundane a little bit. I didn't have any pace to catch up with the guys in front, even though I was on mediums. I just didn't feel I had the pace. So it was really nice to get that safety car, but very unfortunate for my teammate Cucumber, who, as he said, looking back at it, he should have pitted for the softs. But it's a very difficult choice to make when you're in the lead. So yeah, but anyway, at least we got really good points, so I'm happy with that.
Well, some question I want to ask. After the restart, you were battling with Will and Necktie, I think, and I saw some little carnage going on there. Do you know what happened? I think you were involved in that, if I'm not wrong, after the last safety car restart.
Okay, yeah, so I noticed that Canadian Necktie was really low on his ERS. I still had a bit more saved up. So down the straight, I had him down the straight, but I think he went for a bit of a move. I think he mentioned it was a bit of a move as well on his behalf. I don't blame him. It's the last lap for podium, for a potential podium there. So I don't blame him for out to Canadian Necktie. I think he's a reserve as well. So yeah, that was really good of him.
Well, then I'm gonna go with Cameron, who comes back since a couple of races in last season in F122. And well, you talked about the start of the race, of all the carnage going on, but what can you say about the race itself? I know it wasn't the best for you, but how did you feel the pace compared to others? Do you feel better than on last game? What can you say? Yeah, I definitely hope to see you in the next rounds. It's been a really good performance by you, an improvement compared to last game. In general, everyone likes this game more than the last one. I think no one really liked the last game at all. Everyone was really tired of it. But it's good to know that it's motivating people to play again and have fun on these league races, which today we had a really enjoyable one. And now I'm gonna go with Ninja, who's made his debut in IOR. So first race in this league, and I gotta say you did a really solid job, mate. I've been talking a lot to you the last days, and well, I'll let you talk about your race yourself. Thales, I say it. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, you nearly did. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, you're welcome, mate, and hope to see you more often in the league in the coming rounds. And actually, a couple of full-time seats open, so I think you can actually get one. I'll be talking to some people here that did a really good race and will offer full-time seat. At some of the full-time drivers didn't show up, so I think possibly around 2 people can get a seat. So we'll talk about that after the race. But now going on. Well, what I was gonna say is, talking about Saudi Arabia, it's the next race, next weekend. So, compared to Bahrain, it's a much more difficult track. As you said, track limits are a thing, but more than track limits, it's simply the walls. And first sector is crazy, well, just to say that. And the final straight and the main straight, it's a game of chess. People trying to let people lie in the last corner to get the DRS. So. It's gonna be a really crazy race, I think, but question to the 5 of you guys, how do you expect to perform in Saudi Arabia? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I do. Before the S's.
Thank you very much.
Well, Talon's got taken out twice in this race, and
Yeah, but you gotta be in front of me. That's the only problem. Ooh.
Actually, would like to. Give me a second, please. I would like to ask Talis and Cucumber, who don't talk after a long time, what did they expect to do around Jeddah? As I said, they have been silent for a couple of minutes. So, like,
I think it should be good. I don't. I mean, I like Jeddah. Just hope we don't bin it. That's all.
Yeah, Jeddah is a really fun track to drive. Should be exciting.
all right then. Well, you can keep talking about how you will take out Cucumber and Talis in the next race. Yeah, actually my setup is really good. I'm not fast, but the setup feels really solid. So you can go really early on throttle, brake really late, and you won't lose the car. So yeah, I really recommend my setup to others. It is a new track. Yeah.
Yeah, they did on 2021.
Yeah, in real life they raced in 2021, but in the game it's new.
Yep, because in no, I wasn't. I was like, what are you doing?
And a couple more to go with it.
Or maybe you can crash into Cucumber this time, so they will be even, the two of them. Yeah, because our point system gives points to everyone except P20, so you can check the point system in the race format if I'm not wrong. Chat in the Discord. No.
Yeah.
Just a little heads up. Yeah, no worries. Exactly.
In Australia there is a sprint race. Someone had the brilliant idea of giving us a sprint in Vegas. It wasn't me. I built a calendar with other guys, and two people told me to put a sprint on Vegas, and I did.
You
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the other one who didn't want to.
You told me you wanted to, Clown.
Carnage. Don't do.
Exactly. I appreciate it.
You two came
I
to
think
out
so.
together of the pit lane. Cucumber came out, you got ahead of him by a bit into turn 1.
Oh yeah, I was there. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I upshifted by accident, which made me really slow on the exit. Yeah, 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 yeah. I just stayed in fifth. I was supposed to be in fourth, but yeah.
He was one of the guys that stayed out on old tires like Cucumber. There were him, Cucumber, and Sign. The top 3 stayed out on old tires. Yeah,
Yep.
he was the only one. No, or 2 more people pitted, but for some reason they fell behind Tal as well. Arietta let him go, and I don't know what happened to Jay. What happened to
Uh,
Jay?
he spun in the safety car.
Oh, okay. That explains
Yeah.
it. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Ferrari, yeah.
he spun on the last lap of the safety car. And turn 1. He was trying to heat up the tires and spun.
I don't know who that is.
Rix. Rix was his name of the other Aston. Yeah,
It was
Rix.
Kill, UNL, and Riggs. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I know that. I know that.
Oh, guys, no, the stream's still on, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go now. This got really long interviews. I think it's possibly the longest interviews we've had, but just gonna cut the stream. If you wanna keep talking, you can do. But I'll stop streaming now.
GG's. GG's.
Bye, guys.
Thanks.
Congratulations, Talos, for the win.
Thank you very much.
Yo, guys.
Don't worry about it, bro. Cheers. You
Bye, guys. See you next weekend then.